Guys, boys, and girls, what is going on out there today? Happy Sunday morning to you. Hope you're having a spectacular start to your day. Gorgeous day here in the Southern California desert, Rancho Mirage, specifically the Mission Hills Country Club. And yes, a couple of tennis events for me this morning on the grass. I think it's grass court number 10. Could be wrong about the court number. Nice little workout this morning at around 9:30 with the Big O and Todd Marker, a young buck. Yeah, young, early 60s, maybe just 60. Guy can flat out move. I mean, we've been playing some points recently. I a good return to serve and he's playing serve and volley. And in my age group or an age group down, that ball's a half volley all day long, and he's up there just ho-humming the first volley inside the service line like no big deal. So age matters. Anyway, still not a reason for you not to get out there and work on some speed. And the key to speed is not just pure raw sprinting speed, it's how you move, because you want to be able to visually track a moving ball as you're on the move as well. And so I'm getting out there with the Big O this morning. We're going to work on that a little bit. But guys, hope you're having a great day so far. It looks like, and then I've got that, and then I got some doubles coming up at noon with the lovely Mai Ichikawa Dash Abel. We have the husband-wife grass courts coming up here in 2 weeks. We got to get ready. Got to get ready right now. So, guys, let's get into today's episode of What's the Right Shot. And always look, hey, Rich, good morning. Yeah, love it when you guys leave me some comments down below in the comments area, the chat box, whatever is popping up there for you. If you want to keep it private, just go ahead and shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. So we got kind of a fun episode this morning. This is from back in the day at the Berkeley Tennis Club. This looks like a winter's day, obviously. Looks like a little overcast. And, of course, Guy Needham there without a warm-up on. That's okay. That's fine. Guy Bloody Needham from somewhere in England. Anyway, Court 4, Berkeley Tennis Club, a few years ago, maybe 10, something like that. Anyway, out there with the boys playing some doubles. And look, it's a contact sport, right? And so let's just kind of work through the point here to where I paused it. And yours truly with the serve. And here we go. Boom. Whoa. And then I've got a volley. And now here we go. Okay. So before we get into it, hey, what I've got for you guys this afternoon at 2:30 p.m., which is I typically go live. I didn't yesterday, did a pre-record, but normally I'm live, just like with What's the Right Shot. But I will be live this afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time zone, 5:30 to the East Coast. And we're going to talk about 3 common self-talk messages when you're serving for the set that actually create choking, right? And I used to do this. I mean, I'm guilty of all 3 of these messages. And sure enough, just never really got across the finish line anytime that self-talk was happening. So I'm going to talk about those today and what to do instead. That's at 2:30 this afternoon. And then, look, if you haven't already done so, if you've not already done so, I've got a free course for you. Super important, how we think, the self-talk, the self-messaging between points, 80% of the match. If you've not picked up this course, I'm telling you, you are in denial. You got to get this course because it's going to help you with that 80% of the match. It's a free course, complimentary, right? It's my 4 parts between points, step-by-step routine. Just go over to webtennis.com when we're done today and pick it up. And change how you think between points. Kind of a big deal. All right, guys, let's get into today's episode. That it's a contact sport. And so we got it to where it is. That's a big return, Brian. Cheapers. That's a big shot, Brian. We got right about here. Okay. And it's interesting that Brian, who just played the return, and then the next shot, both of them just monster shots, kind of reflexes. But now I've got a backhand volley, and I'm just trying to calm things down, right? I mean, I've had to reflex that transitional half volley, had to kind of reflex that forehand volley inside. And now I'm just thinking, what can I do with this volley to kind of calm things down? Maybe even get it down below. And the problem is I don't really get it down low enough. And boom, complete. So look, totally unintentional on Brian's part. He's not out there trying to hit me. He's not trying to hurt me. And that's right. So all good. Look, let's play this point in real time just for fun. And it is a contact sport. Look, I mean, lots of times we anticipate where an opponent's going to hit a shot and kind of up front, close to close. Let me get rid of this text here. And sometimes we anticipate it and we move ourselves right before that opponent plays a shot into what we think would be the right place. And we move ourselves into the path of that shot and maybe get tagged, right? It's a great return. Boom. And oh. So it's all good. It's all good. There was no trash talking going on there. There was no, hey man, what are you doing? I mean, so anyway, look, any comments down below, let me know. Hey, Dave, good morning. Thanks for hanging out. How do you, I mean, there's just no way getting around this, right? I mean, there's just so many times when that's going to happen. And look, I think I think the best piece of advice here that I can give you is it's going to happen. And I would rather be coming in and take my chances with that over and over, because how often is that going to happen? It's not going to happen very often. And so if you ever get tagged, all right, it's fine. It's a contact sport, rarely, once in a while. And just keep coming in. It's kind of like if you keep coming in singles, you get passed once in a while. Big deal. Just keep coming in. All right. Having fun with that. Where are we here? Yeah, look, guys, if you like today's episode, today's message, click the like button on the video. That would be greatly appreciated. And look, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love it if you do that. One of the reasons is it helps me get out there to more tennis players. The YouTube algorithm, part of it is, all right, subscribers, right? And then, of course, be sure to hit that notification bell so you're always alerted anytime I upload new stuff, pre-recorded and or go live. And what do we got here? Paul, always impressed with your mindset and agility. I guess the good news now in the 75s is balls don't come as hard, but maybe the reflexes aren't quite as good. So it's all relative, but it's all good. All right, guys, look, what else we got here? I think I mentioned to you 2:30 this afternoon. I've got another episode of the Tennis Mindset Project, Little Tough Love. And today's episode, definitely at 2:30, is going to be some tough love, because there's 3 common messages that we give ourselves when we're serving for a set or we're serving for the match that we have to fix, we have to change. And so I'm going to give those to you today, what they are, and kind of what I've changed the messaging at that point when I'm serving for the set or serving for the match. That, look, nothing in the game is ever a full lockdown guarantee, but certainly it puts you in a better frame of mind to be able to close out a set or a match when you think differently. I'm going to share that with you today at 2:30. And if you can't make the 2:30, you can always come back later and watch the replay. Look, here's a common question, complaint, problem, whatever, is, hey man, how come I play so much better in practice than I do in the real deal match? And I think the common messaging is, well, there's more on the line, so whatever. So you just don't play as freely. And so for me, it's really about stress. In practice matches, we just tend to bring less stress. There's still some stress in a practice match because we want to win, right? I'm not talking about when you're playing points, or you're working on one thing, or you're drilling, or this or that. That's different. But even in a practice match or a practice set, you want to win. And anytime you want to win, we bring kind of a level of stress to that. There's less in the practice match setting because we know that the results are not going to be made public. They are now with the internet, right? With a tournament or league stuff. So that when you go play the tournament league, there's another level of stress. You might not be able to feel it or perceive it, but it's there. There's another level of stress. And we tend to make some lousy shot choices in the real deal match that we might not do in practice matches, and that's all based on stress. So what I've learned over the years that's helped me now become, I'm a much better player in the real deal matches than I am in practice. That focus in the real deal now just really gets locked in, and what I do between points is very disciplined, is repeatable, and is over and over and over, so that when I start the point, I know exactly how I'm going to start the point. I've got a tactical focus. But shot choice during the point, man, it's just really, it's not about hitting winners. It's not about having to win the point. It's about what are smart shot choices during the point. So I've got a course, and I put this together about, February, I would say 4 or 5 months ago. And these are 5 mindset skills that I've habituated. I started about 18 months ago that made a huge difference for me in 2023 that will do the same for you. And look, I'm not saying that, the things for me were national titles and a world doubles title in 2023. So I'm not saying that's your goal, and it doesn't matter what your goal is, whatever it is, it's really all about how do we learn to be able to play as we do in practice, which I think we have a more narrow skill level range in practice, right? We don't have this wide skill level from point to point. We play one point great, and the next point we just suck, right? So we need to bring the bottom of that skill level range up to the top so that we're consistently playing at the top of our current skill level. And when you do that, that breeds confidence that for example, when you're serving for the set or you're serving for the match, you've got some good level of confidence that you're going to be able to execute what you want to do at that moment. And so these 5 mindset skill habits, of course, it's a 28-day course, really help you narrow or create a narrow skill level range. So if you have not checked out that course, it's down below. There's a link down below that will take you over to it. And you can get started. And I got a great guarantee. It's a results-oriented guarantee. Check it out. I think you'll love it. And so that's it. Guys, hope you enjoyed today's episode of What's the Right Shot? Look, I always love hearing from you. And what's on your mind? What do you need help with? Shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. And let me know if there's something specifically that you're working on that you maybe want to get a different idea of how to work on, or a different perspective of what you're working on. Let me know. Just shoot me that email, brent@webtennis.com. Let's kind of noodle it over together. We can either I'm happy to give you a free complimentary 15-minute coaching call if that would be helpful to you as well. And so, the way to do that is just start off with an email to me, brent@webtennis.com. Let's get the conversation started. And is there something else that you'd like me to offer you? I mean, something presenting, some part of the game that you're not clear about, that you're thinking about getting into, that you want some ideas on. Guys, hope this has been helpful today. As always, it's time. We got to get out there. Help someone else, another human being, have a spectacular day. Guys, see you again next time.